Why is there a Prada store in the middle of the desert? What are the Marfa Lights? Today, I'm gonna answer those questions because I am in Marfa, Texas, which is a small town, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And we're gonna be going to the Prada store, which is about 30 minutes outside of town, and figuring out why it even exists, and then going to explore the town a little bit. And then after that, at night, when it gets dark, for over 100 years, people have been noticing something a little weird going on. They've been noticing lights in the sky, and people don't really know why it happens. People have their opinions on it and hypothesis, but nobody has agreed on a reason why it happens. So we're gonna go, we're gonna talk about them, and we're gonna see if we can catch these mysterious Marfa Lights. I'm Brandy on the Rocks, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, our first stop on this walking tour around Marfa is going to be the courthouse. It looks so beautiful. The color of it with the trees in front of it. So this courthouse was made in the 1800s, and it kind of shows Marfa's roots. And it was established before this place became what it is known for today, an art town. I heard that sometimes they let you go up into that top tower at the top of the courthouse, and you can get a panoramic citywide view. Doors open, so I'm gonna face my social anxiety and I'm gonna go in, see if they'll let me go up. A lot of stairs. I'm almost there. Out of breath, oh my God. Yo. I'll tell you what, I did not run into anybody, so I didn't have to face my social anxiety, but this is insane. Look at this stunning room. Sorry, you can just hear me panting in the background. Wow. See, you can really see how small this town is with the desert back behind it. Oh, wow. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Big mountain back there. Have the little courtroom in here. I like how antique it looks. Like, look at these chairs. It looks like they've never changed them out, but they still look in really good condition. Yeah, it's at the county courthouse under construction in 1886. Wow, look, it's like, that's all it was. This beautiful courthouse, one other building. See, they planted some trees around it about this time when the town started to be built up. Huh. These trees are a lot bigger now. And I'll tell you what, planting the trees was such a good decision because it is so beautiful. All right, so that was the county courthouse. Oh my God, it's Looks like I'm in a dream. Now let's explore Main Street, which happens to be directly in front of me. So this is the main street of the town. This is one of those towns where you drive through it. If you blink, you might miss it. Let's go on a little foot walking tour. Okay, this place to me looks like it used to be a movie theater or a place that they would host like shows. It's completely closed down, but I just love the Art Deco vibes of it. Oh, it's the Marfa Opera House. Wow. So guess how much it cost to build this place in 1905? $4,500. Love that, love that. Well, it is under contract, so it'll be really cool if they decide to do something with it. I feel like it's such a waste to have such a beautiful building, just not having anything done in it. So, okay, right in front of me, we have the Parisano Hotel, and they're bragging about it. They're bragging that it's a National Historical Landmark. So let's go check it out. Looks so beautiful. Looks like something that should be in Spain. Lots of cute little storefronts on it. Doesn't look like there's really anybody in these places. Not even sure if it's open. I heard that this town runs on Marfa time, which essentially means they open when they want and they close when they want. Honestly, if you're a boutique owner, that's pretty lit. If you're a customer, maybe not so much. See, it has a little sign, the hotel sign on top of the building. Also have another neon sign, or I don't even know if that's neon, maybe just lighted sign up here. This cute little courtyard. I mean, this is very grand. Literally feels like something that should be in Spain. I don't know, can you see the details on those balconies? I just looked it up and it was made in 1930 and it is Spanish colonial style, so I was right to say. Looks like it could be somewhere in Spain, but let's go inside, see if we can see anything cool. So cute, some little shops. That hotel is super cute. If and when I come back, I think I might want to stay there because it's so adorable. So, can't really see inside, but there's a bunch of little art galleries all lined up on these streets. So this was the National Bank, made in 1931. I feel like I can hear some doves. Oh, do you see it right there in the light? Okay, so I went off the main street, gonna be walking to a different area. Look at all those big rolls of hay. Walking by a cute little motel, so picturesque. Some matcha I'm sipping on. Woke up a little too early today, to be honest. Feeling a little sleepy. But this is an early town and things close. Things close 3 p.m., 4 p.m. I was like, I'm not missing it. I'm not missing it. Some more art next to me right here. Okay, so over here we have Truckland Marfa. People have taken these old vehicles, well, pieces of old vehicles, one of them, painted the train. Some Indians. And then put a surfboard on top because that makes complete sense. I don't even think there's a beach around here, so. But that's art for you. That is art. Doesn't need to make sense. Also, the other thing about being in like a small town is I could just like openly cross the road. There's like rarely ever any cars. It's like, I own the road. Jaywalking city. We have this cute little beer garden. Like the decorations are so cute. Ooh. Wow, that's adorable. I might have to stop in there later. Planet Marfa. Okay, so I was crossing the street and a cop drove by me, and then I read on the back of his car, it was Border Patrol. And I was like, whoa, it must be closer to the border than I think. And then I realized there's a permanent Border Patrol station right over here, which is interesting to me because I think we're like, I could be wrong, but I think we're like 2 hours away from the border. But we're heading over to the little art museum. I'm actually closer than I thought I was. I was walking in the right direction, so that worked out kind of nice. I'm about like half a mile away. Really peaceful out here. Hear a lot of birds, bugs. I want to start bird watching actually, but I need to get a bird watching book because I would like to satisfyingly cross off each bird that I discover. Did you ever watch that movie? It's a children's movie with like the haunted house that like comes alive because check this out. You cannot tell me that this is not giving that house. Super creepy. I made it to the path of the artwork. This was made in the late 1900s. So we're just gonna walk around and check it out. Literally have this entire place to myself. And this is Friday, guys. I'm filming this on a Friday. You see those concrete buildings? Wow, there's a lot of them. I'm shocked. I can't believe how many of them there are. These are the art installations, starting right around there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this art installation was built by Donald Judd. Donald Judd had lived in New York for a little bit and was super frustrated with the New York art scene and just kind of how the New York art scene world works. Maybe just like the art scene world in general, which was these studios, and they would rotate art so often, constantly switching it out, replacing it, adding different art, new art, and hanging up art in places where it shouldn't be, in places that don't fit well. So when Judd came to Marfa, he decided art should be permanent and built these permanent art installations out here, and they've been here for about 45 years now, so they're not going anywhere. It's very cool to see the concrete in contrast with just the desert background. It's kind of contradictory because we're literally in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nature, and then you have these giant man-made concrete boxes. So geometrical too. Kind of feel like I want to do a photo shoot out here. Like imagine sunset out here, the light playing with these concrete boxes, and then add fashion. I mean, that's like a whole nother piece of art in itself too. Judd's core philosophy with all of these boxes was that art isn't just the art itself. It's the space around it. It's the environment that it's in. It's everything coming together. And the meaning of this artwork doesn't really have a meaning like this is supposed to represent something. The whole experience of walking around, experiencing it, seeing how the light hits it, the different angles, the shadows, and just being present with it, that is the meaning. That is what these are all about. And a really cute thing is that there's all of these beautiful flowers growing around it, which I think makes this really cool contrast between the desert, these concrete boxes, and then these just beautiful pops of color that you're able to see. Oh, I got so scared. I thought there was a walkway on the other side, and I think there is. But when I was walking over there, I heard something very traumatizing, the rattle. Or at least I thought it was a rattle. The rattle of a snake. Oh my God. I didn't see a snake. I didn't see it, but I heard it. It was like, I ain't playing that game. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Not out here in the middle of the desert, pretty much all alone. Hell no. So I think it's time to round this up and head back and recoup. Okay, we made it here. So this looks like a real Prada store, but it's not. You can't actually buy anything in here. You can't go inside either. It's just an art exhibit in the middle of the desert. Prada Marfa was made in 2005 by artists Elm Green and Dragset. It's meant to look like a luxury boutique, literally just dropped in the middle of nowhere. They even filled it with real Prada items. So in there, those are real Prada shoes, real Prada bags, and the idea is that it's meant to deteriorate over time. So it's kind of like a commentary on consumerism, luxury, and isolation, or it's just really aesthetic and confusing. Either way, I drove all the way out here in the desert just to see it. And of course, I brought my Prada bag with me. I've literally been telling everybody that I'm going to see this Prada store in Marfa, and I've been seeing it on Instagram since like, I don't know, freaking like, since the day it was made, 2005. Nobody else knew what I was talking about, so let me know in the comments below. Did you see this before? Or is my algorithm just very unique?
Okay, the sun has set. It's officially nighttime. And I'm heading out to the viewing spot in order to see these Marfa lights. I'm super excited. The sky is clear, so fingers crossed that I get to see these, because apparently the sky is clear and there's low humidity, you're more likely to see these mysterious Marfa lights. And today we have both, so I'm excited, fingers crossed. It's about 9 miles outside of town. There's a specific area that you go to view them. Look how dark it is. Wow. Okay, pulled up to the viewing area. I'm gonna turn off my light so that you can see what's going on here. Oh my God, it's so dark. Like, look at, can you see the moon and the star? Oh my God, wow. There's a couple other people here. Whoa. So these Marfa lights are one of the few unexplained phenomenons here in the United States of America. Nobody can agree on what really causes them. Some people think that it's from atmospheric gases. Some people think that it's aliens. Some people think that it's car headlights. Sometimes they look like orbs. So we're gonna see if we can get them. So apparently the lights show up differently each time. Sometimes they show up as like little orbs. That's kind of what I saw online, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for. So the first recorded sighting of these lights was in 1883, but a lot of people suspect that they've been going on for a long time before that, going back all the way to the Native Americans. People say that these orbs can start as one and then split into two, change colors, they move. There's some lights back right around there. But I think that that's the highway. I don't quite think that those are the lights, because scientists can't even agree on what these lights are. So I think that we could agree that those are car lights. Okay, so I think we got a pretty good sighting of the Marfa Lights. I think that I'm just kind of a dimwit because I thought that there was a highway there. Like, the lights were so bright that I'm just like, has to be cars, has to be. I'm like, what else could it be? But that's so crazy. I spoke to somebody and they told me, like, nope, that's it. There's no road over there. And I'm like, wow, that's insane. They were also saying about how they had came out. This was the second time they came out. And they had seen them merging together and separating. I can still see it now from the car even. I wish that when I had showed up that I would have realized what I was seeing, because after I realized, like, oh gosh, like those are the Marfa lights, they slowed down in activity immensely. And then I saw maybe a couple more, and it was interesting because the light was like here and then it would go sideways. So after looking at it closer, I could realize that, okay, yeah, these aren't really cars. At first I couldn't tell. There were so many of them that I was like, maybe they're going down like a hill and it's like they're going through trees and stuff like that. But the last one just went like sideways. So yeah, super, super interesting. All right, so that was Marfa. That was such an insane day. We saw so much, from the Prada store to just walking around town and really exploring this city. And then we saw the Marfa Lights, which is so exciting. You know, it wasn't guaranteed, so I'm really glad that we got to see that phenomenon, one of the unexplained phenomenons still in this world, which is crazy. Scientists have literally went out and have not been able to decide on an explanation and actually figure it out. So that was really, really cool. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you learned something too. And if you want to see more of me, you know where to go. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you there. And I'm gonna take a nice long nap before I have to wake up and leave town tomorrow. So good night.